Okay, so we can't seem to have it on. We're just going to have to do it like this. Sorry, I tried to do it on landscape. We're going to do a little vertical one. Questions, hit me up. I've got about 20 minutes. I can do a quick live stream. I've got this little room booked for 20 minutes, so let's, or 30 minutes, but I've got some other videos to edit, upload. Let's do this bad boy. Guys, give me some questions. Give me some questions. Very unfortunate news about Michele Scarponi. Just another reminder that life's fucking short and you could be dead in the next half an hour, so don't fuck around now. Don't waste time with time wasters. Leave a legacy, make it fucking count, man, because this could be your last fucking hour. Not your last day, this could be your last hour, this could be your last 10 minutes ever. Give it your best shot. How do I record myself while riding? Use an iPhone 6. iPhone 6. How many years of hard proning before pro? How many years of hard... So, dude, you've got to be on EPO. If you want to be like a fucking big hitter motherfucking pro, big hitter, you got to be a fucking pro. Or you got to be at least 10 years under the belt. I don't mean like pro as in like continental. I mean like, you know, it's fucking smashing it, man. Because it's a hard sport. It's a cutthroat sport, man. It's so fucking cutthroat. Look at fucking Chris Horner. He won the Velter. Struggled to get a contract next year. You know, what's he doing now? You know, gun rider, huge experience. People don't want him because there's little shadows following and shit. So it's just cutthroat, man. So unless you're doping, you're going to get steamrolled, man. Unless you got like someone you know in cycling, or you got some contacts, maybe you got some social media following, so you got some marketing power, and the sponsors like, hey, that guy's not a good rider, but he's like, you know, he's got a bit of social media following, we'll have him on. But that's maybe 4 or 5 riders in the peloton. You know, if you want to do your job as a professional athlete, pro, big name, big dollars. If you're getting paid big dollars, you got big fucking responsibility. It's corporate as fuck. Look at Lance Armstrong, Nike, Oakley, Trek. Everyone made so much money on him. And as soon as the truth came out, they're like, see you later, Lance. Thanks for the billions. See you later. Everyone knew Lance was doping. I knew Lance was doping in 2000. You just tell him he's beating Pantani. Pantani even talked about it. Before Pantani committed suicide or got killed, who knows what happened. He said in his passport, you know, speak up, guys, let the kids know. You know, this is all fucked up, man. The drugs and shit and the mafia, the corruption, it's full on, man. So that's just the business where we live in. You work for any corporate, or you get to any level of hierarchy where you're getting some big fucking money coming in, you start to see, fuck, man, this is just a fucking roller coaster. This is crazy shit, you know? Look at KSI on YouTube, man. Deleted like 1 billion views or something. Like, it's just, you get to the top, or you get to climb a little mountain, you start to see things aren't really how that you were told when you were a kid. So I don't envy any professional rider, man, because it's cutthroat as fuck, man. If you don't kill yourself or fuck yourself up in a crash or break ribs, you got to worry about your contract every fucking year. You know, it's just full on, man. It's just crazy. So how many years it takes to be a pro? This just comes down to how many fucking bones you're willing to break, man. And if you want to be a fucking well-earning pro, then you got to be on the EPO. It's as simple as that. There's an ad under my video. So Durianriders get a discount from vegan athlete clothing. Who is vegan athlete clothing? I don't even know who that is. Best possible way to lose. Jacob's like question is best way to lose weight as possible in 2 weeks for a mountainous race without losing power. EPO, motherfucker. EPO and corticosteroids. Bradley Wiggins style, special packaging. Ask Dale Brailsford. Corticosteroids, motherfucker. That's all you have to do. Corticosteroids, a shot of Kennecort. Just Google up the dosages, what Bradley Wiggins and they were doing. Kennecort will strip you down. You'll be lean as fuck. And you'll be smashing it. But it's a drug you can only use a few times a year. So, Kennecort, bro. Kennecort. But you said healthily. How to do it healthily. Bro, get out of the racing, man. Fuck racing. If you have to, like, get to a level that's not sustainable, fuck it off, man. You know, just go and do epic rides. That's all about the Indy Pack. Or, you know, adventure riding. Like, this whole racing thing, man. I raced for 15 years, had a UCI license, and some people say, oh, maybe you're bitter because you're a shit rider. And yeah, I was pretty relatively shit, racing A-grade, you know, relatively pack fodder. But even the big guns, man. Lance Armstrong wasn't shit, and he had to fucking dope to cope. So it's you know, I love bike racing, man. It's a beautiful sport. but it's become so corporate, and even at a non-corporate level, we got kids like you or me or back in the day, just people worrying about their weight too much. So, you know, you're not doing the Tour de France, so your weight doesn't matter that much, man. You know, doesn't matter that much. We're riding from Bangkok to the Chiang Mai Festival. Have you done that ride? Yes, I have. Can you avoid all the plastic water bottles somehow? Joachim, that ride is so fucking hot. It's so hot. Just get whatever water you can get, man. But, you know, get whatever water you can get. I've done that ride. Just don't get dehydrated because you'll fuck yourself up. I want to put a 42 cassette on my cog, on my bike. Any suggestions for brand? You don't need a short cage derailleur. I don't know Salvador, are you 8-speed, 9-speed, 10-speed, 11-speed? You give me as much information as possible, I can give you the best objective answer. The most clear answer I can give you. If you give me the more information, I can give you a better answer. That goes for anybody. Is SRAM Force a good group set? You mean the original SRAM Force, or the 10-speed SRAM Force, or the 11-speed SRAM Force? I don't know, because there are variances in between all those three. Best hub for Clydesdale MTB. It's just fried by DT Swiss. I was going to say DT Swiss. Shimano. Get a Shimano Saint. Try that out. Favourite gel. The Torque gels are quite tasty. The Torque gels are quite tasty. What to eat before a ride? Depends how long the ride is. The ride could be 2 kilometres. Actually, this morning's ride for me, my first ride of the day, was 800 metres. And I had nothing before that ride. So a ride for me could be 800 metres, or it could be 600 k's in a day. So it depends. But if you get a copy of my cycling ebook, Durianrider's Lean Body Bible, a little bit of a plug there. You get a copy of my ebook, it's going to answer all your questions about cycling. 99% of them anyway. Oh, Organic Athlete. Okay. The Organic Athlete kit I wear, I bought all of this. I didn't get any sponsorship from Brad or anything. I didn't even get Brad saying, hey, thanks, Harley, for selling me hundreds of jerseys. I didn't get into that. So, I mean, it's a weird world out there, the vegan world. I'm into bike packing. Is it necessary to be clipless? No. But you'll find with mountain bike shoes, it makes life fucking easy. If you've got to do a steep climb, clipping shoes I enjoy. And just get mountain bike shoes. There's some mountain bike shoes by Specialized. They have one of a really like soft sole and some boa dials. I think it's called the 2FO. 2FO or something. Go to Specialized and look up there. It's like a mountain bike sort of downhill dual slalom sort of shoe. But it's got a clip in and it's got the boa dials. Don't get the laces. Laces get caught in your spokes or your fucking chain ring and fuck you up. Get boa dials or straps, no laces. So, can you put a 32 cassette on a 10-speed short cage? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. 5700, yes, you can. Why am I beefing with Joe C? No, there's no beef. It's just Joe was giving me shit about my diet's not pure enough, and now he's eating all sorts of stuff. At Cherry Darlings, which is like a vegan... Cherry Darlings is like an awesome vegan bakery in South Australia, and it's where vegans go to binge. So Joey was doing his diet Sprite and broccoli diet, and then that didn't work. Now he's binging. So it's just a bit of, you know, just giving what he was giving me. Nothing serious. Just banter. Northern Ireland checking in with DR. Thank you, Northern Ireland. What's your average speed? Average speed means nothing. Average speed means nothing, man. What? With a tailwind? Uphill, downhill? Racing on mud? Racing cycling? Like, which average speed? Average speed means nothing. Nothing. Nada. No, nothing. Means nothing. Could you be drafting? You could be on the front of the bunch, the back of the bunch. Like, you could have a flappy jersey. Average speed means nothing. Nothing. Average speed means nothing. Other than average speed. Get a power meter. Alright? Get a power meter. Then you'll start working shit out. Alright, so Salvador's got 11-speed Shimano 105. I can't remember what your question was. A 42 cassette, I think I just recommend Shimano. Shimano make good cassettes. 11-speed, just get a Shimano cassette. I lost 38 kilograms in 20-minute power to 433 watts. Wow. 6'5", 90 kilos. 80 kilos. You could, here's the thing, plant-based pedaling, fucking awesome, mate, what you've done. You've done really well. You've done really well. Some serious wattages there. And power is important as a professional. But how do you go in the bunch? How do you go in a team? How do you go in a team dynamic? Can you work with other people? Can other people work with you? So there's a lot of, do you have a criminal record? It's not just about the power. I mean, the power is like the biggest thing. You've got to have the power, otherwise you can't hold the wheel. But, so that's awesome you got there. How do you go in races? Do you bonk? Do you eat enough? Or, I mean, obviously you're eating enough, but to that power. But, like there's more to it than just your power. All right? What's your personality like? Does the boss like you? Does he think you're trying to fuck his daughter and he's going to fuck you up? Who knows? There's a lot more to it. But I would say your wattage right now is good enough for sure. It's good enough. 28mm tyres or 28? Oh yeah, the tubes will work. The tubes, 25mm tubes will expand. You put them in a 32, they will expand. All right? Tubes expand. It's fine. Aussie, oi. SRAM Force 11 speed. Yes, it is a good group set. How do you avoid muscle knots in your legs? Only wear soft shoes. These shoes here, Ultra Paradigm, super soft. Stretch, eat a vegan diet. Best inner tube and tyres. Any inner tube works. And tyres, I like the Continental 4000, GP 4000S, and the 28mm if your bike fits it. But it depends what your goal is. They're the fastest tyres I've used. I like them, and they're reasonable puncture resistance. The 5700 derailleur will work with a 32 cassette on a on a vertical dropout. So if you've got one of the modern bikes like a Giant TCR or a Cannondale or a Trek with a vertical dropout, a 32 cassette will work. Why not B screw in? If you've got like an old Eddie Merckx with like the horizontal dropout, it probably might not work. You do not need a road link with a vertical dropout for a 5700 Shimano derailleur and a 3210 speed cassette. You do not need a road link for it. It will work. Maybe longer B screw. Barbecue sauce versus soy sauce. Whatever the fuck. You're eating it, motherfucker. You're eating it. Like, if it tastes good to me, it might taste shit to you and vice versa. So you got to eat what you like to eat. How do I increase my cadence? You just increase it, motherfucker. You just increase it. Put it in easy gear and spin that motherfucker. And we're going to the LA festival. No, I'll be in Thailand. Pingers and roids, the best combo. Now I'll fuck your liver up. I won my first crit solo after attacking 10 minutes in. Good work. What's a good gravel bike tyre? Depends what you want to do. What's the cheapest power meter to get? Monica says. You don't want cheap, you want good. I like Stages. Stages is my favourite power meter. I went to my bike shop and I told them that I put a 40% on my CAD 12 and they laughed at me and told me I should take spin classes to strengthen my legs. They made me feel like shit new to cycling. And Josh, that's why the cycling industry is fucked in that way. I mean, I love cycling. I never had a driver's license. And that's why people buy online. And that's why people become their own mechanics. So they don't have to deal with tosser bike shop employees who have no idea. I mean, where the fuck does a 40 cassette come from? It comes from Shimano sponsoring this EPO, fucking steroided up, doped up mountain bike cross country athletes and they're pro riders like Lance Armstrong, etc. Shimano make the 40 cassette. So they're using it to put on their pro-sponsored rider's bike. So if an amateur rider like me and you can't use it, but only the pros can, but we're pussies and the pros aren't, and they're on EPO, the big dogs are, then, you know what I mean? So learn how to put that cassette on your bike yourself. Be your own mechanic, and you won't have to deal with the wankers like that. But they might even be wankers. They might just be total noobs who think they fucking know shit. But ask him, why do mountain bike riders run 40 cassettes? Why do some pro riders on the road use 40 cassette? And they're on fucking hardcore drugs. They're fucking walking pharmacies, man. So if they need it, we should use it as well. Can I bring my Rafa jersey to the festival? You can, Jake. That was more of a stereotype. I've got some cool friends who wear Rafa shit. Yeah, that was just a stereotype. I like Rafa's jersey, the bright pink ones. Good safety colour. Do you binge before ride, replenish on the way? Binge before and replenish on the way too, bro. Just fucking chow the fuck down and get it fucking done. Alright? You might have a big meal and might be a bit slow on the first climb, but you'll come good later on the ride when everyone's fading. Alright. Do I stretch after a ride? I normally stretch when I go to bed at night. What's a good weight for me to start running? 78 kilos. You can run around the block, PJ. Just stick with the bike. Just do laps around the block. Do maybe 2 or 3 Ks a week. Turbo trainer versus rollers. Definitely rollers. Turbo trainer will fuck your frame up 99% of the time. Don't use turbo trainer. Unless you've got just some old clacker bike, non-carbon, just heavy duty shit, chuck it in the turbo trainer. But if you've got a nice bike you want to look after, don't put it in the turbo trainer. So Salvador has a Synapse Carbon 40, you got a 32 on there, compact crank. I would recommend, don't get the one up or the wolf tooth. I'd recommend when that cassette wears out, what you could do, Salvador, is take off your chain, take off your cassette, put it in a plastic bag, and then get a 40 cassette or a 42 cassette with a long cage derailleur, or so not long cage derailleur, with a road link and a new chain, and install that, and you're good to go. Make sure you get that chain length right, because if that chain's not long enough and you put it big accidentally, that derailleur's going to be snap fucking city. So there you go. That's what we need. You get a new chain, new cassette, a fucking road link, you're good to go. The wolf tooth stuff, outdated. You don't need to do that. Just get the cassette. Our Ultra shoes wide around the ankle. They Ultra make a lot of different models, so get the model that works for you. Can I fit anything more than a 34 and an 8 speed? Don't think so. Campy Potenza or Shimano Ultegra? Shimano all the way. Campy, it's just too high maintenance and too hard to deal with, in my opinion, I can afford anything. And I like SRAM and Shimano because it's just easy to fucking mismatch and max and all that shit. What's my opinion about Mike the Vegan? I find he's just a noob who's passive-aggressive based on the comments he said about me and the stuff he leaves up. And he just seems like another money-hungry shill with not real-life experience. And he just confuses people. Like, they did a video the other day I watched, and it's just like, don't have smoothies. You can have smoothies. Not too much fruit. You can have fruit. It's just like, is this just like a fucking meat industry shield just making veganism harder for people to do? Like, people find veganism, they go to that channel and they're like, so what do I do now? Don't eat too much. Eat that, not this, not that, not too much, just a little portion. Fuck. Would Abdullah beat me on the bike? Abdullah's, he got pretty quick on the bike, but he doesn't ride much anymore. Tori would definitely be faster than him on anything over than a minute. I think Abdullah's got potential as a bike rider. He's come from a powerlifting background, the gym boys. I would say that he's definitely he knows how to push himself. So that's really good. So I think Abdullah should get back on the bike and get out of the car and get back on the bike. Would a power meter be a good addition? You're 59. Get a fucking power meter, motherfucker. Get a power meter, Michael. Get one. Every motherfucker should have a power meter so they can understand how what wattage feels like, the pacing. And then when you see Bradley Wiggins 470 watts for an hour, then you know, fuck, that must have been some good mystery package shit. Which TCR is best value? Depends what you want to use it for. Depends what you want to use it for. Going to get the high-vis gilet that Rano had. My issue with that high-vis gilet is that at daytime it's quite camouflage. There's a company called, what's it called? 360 Viz or something. They make the gilet with the nighttime reflective, and at the daytime it's the yellow. So it's like reflective, it's like inside out. That's a really cool one. What makes more difference in damping road vibration? Wider tyres or frame material? Tyre pressure, man. Tire pressure, that frame material is still bullshit pretty much compared to tire pressure. You run 60 psi in a 28mm tire, that's smooth sailing, man. Smooth sailing. Mawson Trail, what's a good gravel tire? Got the Mark III mudguards for my Diverge, just want to make some pictures for Insta in nature and pretend to be cool. I would say for the Mawson Trail, I would probably say 32mm Maxxis refuse for puncture resistance, Yeah, probably 32 mil Maxxis refuse and maybe 60 PSI. But Garmin 520 is stop uploading rides to Strava, maybe do a hard reset. How can I get in contact with your brother? Ask me a question now. I've got over 65,000 unanswered questions in my inboxes. 65,000. Plus YouTube would be like 5,000 a day. So if you get in contact with me, Like if you see me on the street, ask me a question then. I have a new chain coming tomorrow. Do I bother washing it if it's wet today? What? The chain's still in the mail. You haven't got it yet. How do you stay pumped, mate? You're living a life. I'm not on any drugs right now. There's no stimulants in my system whatsoever. I just love answering questions. I love helping people. I love serving. I love making a difference. I love building community. The high-vis gilet from Rhino is the pedal ed or peddler. But yeah, Felix, there was another one from the company you bought yours from, and it's reversible, like on the yellow on the inside and then reflective on the outside. What was the company? ProViz, I think it's called. Have I ever had an ECG? I'm hearing reports of oversized hearts and irregular heartbeats. Yeah, that's called fucking fitness, man. It's called fitness. Whether when you get fitter, your heart's bigger and stronger. Simple as that. Mike the vegan doesn't ride. Fuck him. He wouldn't have a clue. Tori would smash Mike the vegan on a fucking bike ride. Like, fuck, man. Tori's been riding for a couple of months. Let me have a look at this high-vis gilet. ProViz. What's it called? ProViz 360. Yeah, the company's called ProViz 360. How much elevation for 200k a week? Depends what your goal is. Okay, so we've got Tayon Atterbury from UK, big fan. Thanks for the support. We've got a question here. Team Machine BMC or a Giant Advanced Propel? Neither, motherfucker. Don't get either bike. I mean, they're not bad bikes, but I would say the BMC, if you're taking my advice, you're probably going to crack that motherfucker in a couple of years and the warranty's a bit The Giant Propel, if you're taking my advice, you're probably going to be doing big climbs and big hills and descents and the brakes and the propeller. I would recommend a Giant TCR or a Giant Defy or a Cannondale Synapse. I'd recommend the bikes with lifetime warranty and good brakes, or maybe a Trekker. Don't get the BMC Team Machine. It has a short warranty. The Giant Propel, the brakes are shit, in my experience, my opinion, and the tyre clearance is not so good. I would recommend if you want a Giant, get the TCR or the Defy. And thanks for the support. I have a Scott road bike with a triple ring. If you need more gears on that triple ring, the Scott bike, then get more gears on that motherfucker. Bigger cassette and put a mountain bike crankset on the front. Just get a mountain bike. The cheapest option for you would just go buy a mountain bike triple ring with like a 22 in there, and it'll be like a 34 in the middle and maybe a 42 big one. And just get a mountain bike triple ring like a Dior. Go to wiggle.com or whatever and just get like a Shimano Dior triple ring crankset, and they'll be great. That'd be great. Do I eat durian fruit? Yes, I do. Bring my festival to the Midwest. Midwest Thailand. Love from India. Shivana. We got people all over the world watching this live stream. That's pretty rad. Have I heard from Garmin? Garmin said they will replace my Garmin 1000 with a refurbished model. So when I have that in my hot little hands, I'll do a video about that. Okay, so Felix come back here. It's called the Switch Gilet from Proviz. It's the Switch, so you can switch it in and out. All right. Hello from Madrid. Any ideas to where to buy a first road bike over here? I'm just thinking of the Giant store. Yeah, you can just get an entry-level Giant with the Shimano Sora R3000 group set. The latest Sora model is very nice. I would recommend maybe get a copy of my cycling book, Durianrider's Lean Body Bible, and that I update all the time. The latest information, and Spy's Guide is included in there as well. So yeah, just get like, but again, it depends what sort of riding you want to do. I have a question here in my ebook asking a person what sort of riding you want to do. The Trek 1.2 as an entry-level bike is a great bike. Trek the 1 series, great frames, really good. Will carbon disc clinchers last significantly longer than a pair of rim brake carbon clinchers? For sure, because there's nothing wearing out the braking surface unless you smash it into a gutter. Roberto Heras, Triple Ring King, correct. Lazine wiggle stock is depleted, lol. I blame you for that. Power of social media. Do antibiotics change your jawline? Yes, they can. If you take enough, and you take it long enough, it will change the shape of your skull. Can you race on a Reed Osprey? Fuck yeah. You could race A grade on a Reed Osprey if you're a strong motherfucker. For sure. For sure. Pick my nose. Give me some cycling questions. Do I recommend cycling in Bali? I recommend cycling everywhere. Everywhere we should be riding bikes. Pato from Chile, what do I think of the one-by chaining on road bikes to save weight? Man, you must be someone has to be a pretty good rider to be worrying about 100 or 200 grams or whatever. I would say it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What's my next bike? I don't know. Good wheel set under $1,000. I'd recommend a DT Swiss or a Shimano hub with a H plus Sun wheel set, rim, the archetype. That's pretty good. But again, it depends what sort of goal you have for the wheel set. You know, are you doing one of those UK hill climb time trials where every second counts and you're doing a 20 spoke wheel setup? Or you may be 120 kilos, need something strong. So you're going for like a 36 spoke 3-cross wheel set, you know. Would I go on the Joe Rogan podcast? For sure. What would we talk about? Anything, any question I'd talk about with Joe. You know, any question. What's my fastest time at Norton's? 12:57. When will I put the 46 out on the TCR? I reckon that's maybe it's a project for tonight maybe. Angry Vegan picked it up. He did. There was some potato gnocchi though in the box. And it got mouldy and it got on the cassette. What's my opinion about eggs in bread and pasta? Is it finally vegan? A lot of people don't agree about it. I think if you're putting eggs in bread and pasta, it's not really vegan, is it? I would say avoid adding eggs and dairy to your food. Have I ever cycled in the UK? Yes. 2001, 2003 I was there. What? I got my back wheel stolen along with rear derailleur, cassette, etc. What the fuck? They stole the back wheel and the derailleur. Where was that? Was that London or something? That's some pretty hardcore shit. Got insurance, $1,100. I'd recommend just something durable. I like durable product. Thoughts on Chris Boardman bikes? Yeah, they've got some good bikes. They're coming out of Asia. And I'm hearing good customer service stories. So far, so good. My top speed on the bike is 101 kilometres per hour. 1998, April, going down Wollonga Hill with a strong southerly. Fat tyres or skinny? Depends how fat, depends how skinny. Is it worth trimming your tyres in a hybrid to cruise a bit faster? What do you mean trimming them? Just get a road bike. How do you do with cops telling you not to ride on the road? Well, is it against the law or what, you know? Is it against the law or what? SRAM Eagle on road bike. If you can do it, for sure. I'm running a 1 by a cassette on a 1 by 40 on a CX. Oh, that's a pretty good setup. 40 and a 46. Not bad. Do I like cocaine? I haven't done it for about 20 years. Will a large giant TCR fit me from 180? Yeah, it'll fit you, but it depends what sort of riding style you've got. You know, it depends what riding style you've got. Hardest climb I've ever done in my life would be the backside of Doyington On. Backside. Tinnitus. Try B12 injections. I was using the oval ring the other day on Norton Summit. I love my Trek and Monda Durianrider. You recommended it to me a while ago. It's very nice. Thank you for the good information. Hey boss, it's 3:30?
Yep, 2 minutes.
Yeah, no worries mate. We've got 3 minutes actually.
We've got to go by the clock out here.
Yeah, I've got the clock here, it's 3:28. How much slower do you feel on a diverge versus a tarmac? It depends. There wouldn't be much difference in speed. It's all about your tyre pressure and your width of your tyres. Alright. So you got any questions? Hit me up down below. We'll do another live stream soon. Thanks for all the questions and have a good day.